Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, it's been long awaited. It's been long awaited for me. I don't know about for you, but I've been waiting a long time to do this video. We are finally doing a speed reviews video. I have not done one in a freaking long time, honestly, like a pretty long time. They're hit or miss on my channel here. Sometimes you guys love them, sometimes you guys hate them. So I tend to stay away just because sometimes I feel like I update you guys enough a lot of these products, and so I feel like I don't need to do these, but I've been trying so many new products, and I felt like it was best to just shove them all in one video and to update you guys all in one spot so all of you could see all the juicy tea. These are old, they're not even old products. This is the problem. They're just not brand spanking new. So I just filmed a full face of first impressions, and then I filmed like a Sephora favorites kit. Those products are not in here because they're still newer. So these are products that I tried like last month. So first, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. I didn't want to put on too much makeup, but I was like, I want to film a video, didn't want to put on makeup, and then I was like, bingo, we need to film a speed reviews anyway. And I was planning on got October's Ipsy. I thought I canceled it, but for some reason I got it, so it's coming. And this month, so I was gonna plan to do that, but I don't think it's not gonna come in time, so this video is gonna go up first anyway, and then Ipsy will be soon. But let's dive in because I'm talking a lot. All right, I don't even know what order to dive in. I think I'm just gonna grab products. First, of course, is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is in the shade 4 medium. Everyone and their mom loves this for a very good reason. To me, I had to find out a way for it to work for my preferences. I like to just hit it on the high points of my face before foundation, and I wear it like that, honestly. I think it adds just this beautiful natural glow. I know people who like to just wear it as foundation. I know people use it as a primer. People mix it in with their foundation. There are plenty of ways to use this, so I feel like if you have it and you weren't obsessed with it in the beginning, because I wasn't obsessed with it in the beginning, there's a way for you to use it, and you just have to find it almost. I mean, or to get rid of it. No one's saying you have to buy this, but if you have it already, I promise there's probably a way that you can use it that you'll like a lot more. Because personally, I had to just figure out what I liked it, and I don't like it all over my face. I like it on the high points, like under foundation, and I think it looks stunning. So there's my review on that. I have some foundations here. First is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Longwear foundation. This one I tried a bit ago, but I wanted to let you guys know that I love it. It's a little bit more of a natural finish, more medium coverage, but it is so nice for this like fall time because it's not glowy or dewy, but it's not drying. It's not matte or dry or anything like that. And I think the natural finish is kind of the key to like this fall weather, especially if you're a dry skin girl, because you can put on those hydrating products underneath, set it with something hydrating, but the natural finish just kind of evens everything out without drying it out. So I think this is perfect. This is only $20. I 10 out of 10 recommend. I love the Sephora collection, and you'll see a couple other goodies that I mentioned that are just so good. Next is the Makeup Revolution in Real Life IRL filter Longwear foundation. I have the shade here, F12. I like this foundation. I think it's a little bit more of, it's a semi-matte, a soft matte finish. So it is a little bit more matte than the Sephora collection, but I do like this one too. This one you definitely have to make sure you're hydrating underneath, and you're kind of making sure those dry areas, like my nose gets really dry. So like if you have some more, like, you know, if you have dry patches, you want to make sure those are super, super hydrated, and try not to put too much product on there and them if you're someone with drier skin. Now I can make it work, and I do like this for when I want something a little bit more matte. I've been like dipping my toe in a little bit, but this foundation is really nice to kind of dip your toe in, because if you use something glowy, hydrating, it does kind of work with the foundation, but it is soft matte, just so you guys know. But I like it. It's not like if I was gonna recommend one for my dry skin girls, I would go with the Sephora Best Skin Ever. But if you have like the Makeup Revolution, you can make it work. Or if you're eyeing it and you're someone who has like kind of dry skin, you don't know, it's not drying in any way, shape, or form. Like, I will still get use out of it. So there's that. All right, this one, let's see. Okay, we'll just talk about this one. This is the Patrick Ta Cream Foundation and Finishing Powder Duo. I don't like this foundation. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of the Makeup Revolution, except to me, it's a little less workable. I feel like you like really like the Makeup Revolution. If I don't know how to explain it. If I just use my normal primers, it'll look beautiful on my skin. This one I have to like excessively make sure I'm like excessively moisturized, hydrated. Like I need to make sure I do that. Like I need to consciously make sure I'm overly moisturized and stuff like that. Whereas the Makeup Revolution, I don't have to like think too much. This one you have to really make sure the dry skin girls are are hydrated. So this one I think claims to be a natural finish, and I just disagree, honestly. I feel like it's more of a soft matte finish like the Makeup Revolution, and then I feel like it's nothing like the Sephora Best Skin Ever. So that's why I was kind of like, what the heck, when I like put it on and was like, this is more matte. It's giving matte. So I don't recommend, really, especially not if you're someone who, like, first of all, you don't need the setting powder in any way, shape, or form, and especially not if you're someone with dry skin. I like the powder more than I like the foundation, but it sucks now. I have both products. What am I going to do with it? Like, you either get rid of it together or use one up. You know, it's catch-22. I will definitely keep playing around with it, but I just don't love it, and I don't think any of my dry skin girls will love it out there either. I honestly think the oily skin girls, like, honestly, all people with oily skin could probably get away with all of these. Obviously, if you're using the Sephora collection, you're probably going to want something a little bit more matte, like, to combat it, but just a heads up. The Sheglam foundation, I've mentioned this quite a bit. It's the full coverage foundation balm, but I want to just finalize, let you guys know I'm obsessed. It's amazing. This is super, super full coverage. If you're someone like me who doesn't like full coverage, I just take a brush, add a few little drops, and then blend it out like few strokes and blend it out like that, and I get a nicer medium coverage. But this finish, I don't even know what this finish is supposed to be. I think it is more natural kind of finish. It's not matte, it's not dry, it's not heavy, it's not cakey. It is perfection, honestly, and it has full coverage. So that's what's so like spectacular about this foundation. I feel like the finish is a little bit more of a natural finish. So I guess my oily skin girls, you probably would just have to like use some more matte products, but personally, I'm obsessed, and I've seen a few oily skin girls who really like that foundation as well, just because it's stunning. And I mean, like, it is stunning, so can't go wrong. Ooh, I found another primer. But next, let's just talk about real quick. This one is the Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. I'm obsessed. I know I haven't featured this in any videos recently, but I've been moving, blah, blah, blah. It's been a process, but I've been using this, and I'm just obsessed. This is freaking stunning. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. This is gorgeous. It is more of like a medium coverage. I don't feel like it's super full coverage, but this is a very nice, like, hydrating foundation that is like a foundation. Like, it's not a skin tint. It's not it's nothing light coverage. It has coverage, but it's not heavy or dry or cakey. It is so beautiful, and honestly, I'm so glad I got this like with the $25 Sephora purchase, and I honestly want to buy this full size. And it has the expiration date on the bottom, which is nice. And then it says, because there is SPF in it, and I got the shade Medium Neutral 220. I would go up a shade probably if I could have a do-over. Like, if I'm going to buy the full size, I'll probably go up a few shades. But that foundation is beautiful. Like, honestly, out of the 5, that one's my favorite. It's the most, it's the most exciting. It's my favorite. So I'll just say that. Okay, it is the most expensive though. It's $42. Oh, I think the Patrick Ta one's for sure the most expensive. It's like $50-something, but it's not good at all, so don't even worry about it. This one is a good one, but it's $42, I think, something like that, $49. It's expensive. Like, it's expensive. Anyway, sorry, going back to the primer, I forgot to mention this one. This is a Sephora Beauty Amplifier Hydrating Face Primer. This is so good. It comes out blue, if you guys haven't seen it in action, but it is so hot. Your face does not look blue, just so you know. But this is so hydrating. I freaking love it. It's perfect for right now. It's perfect with every single foundation here, because it is super hydrating. And for me, like, when the fall comes around, I don't necessarily want glowy, but I do want hydrating, and this just gives it to me. It's like a watery, it's a lot more of a watery consistency, but then it thickens up and it's a little bit tacky. Like, it has everything you need. Like, so it almost feels like a moisturizer plus like serum plus a primer, because it has that tackiness. So it's literally perfection, and honestly, I think it's like $14 or something like that. 10 out of 10 recommend. 10 out of 10 recommend. The Sephora collection is doing big things. Okay, let's dive into some concealers. Again, Sephora collection. This is the Best Skin Ever full coverage concealer. I love this concealer, honestly. It is full coverage, but it blends out like a dream. It is a little bit of a thicker concealer, but it covers those circles, honey. It covers everything. It covers everything you need it to. And there's really not much to say. It's super inexpensive. It's amazing for the price. And the thing is that, like, with this one, like, this one is so good that it honestly should be more than it is. Cost-wise, like, a lot of the products are good, obviously, for their price point, or, you know, they better be good if they're that expensive. And if they're not, they're really, really disappointing. This one is, like, one of those products that is so good that it probably should cost more than it does. Because it is just so, it's blendable, it's smooth, it looks so nice under the eyes, it evens out your under eyes, doesn't fade, doesn't go into fine lines and wrinkles or anything like that. It stays smooth and even, but it is full coverage and just doesn't feel heavy on the face. Like, you don't feel like you're wearing tons and tons of makeup when you're wearing this. And I'm astonished at that formula, honestly. Same with this one. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Illuminating Smoothing Concealer. So freaking bomb. I've talked about this 100,000 times already. But again, one time I just want to finalize my thoughts. So good. It's so blendable, creamy. This one has lighter coverage. It's not light coverage. It's more of like a light medium coverage, medium kind of coverage. Definitely not as full coverage as the Sephora collection. This one has a more whipped consistency. It's very weird. Honestly, I honestly don't love, that's the one thing I don't like about this concealer, is that it's just like a whipped consistency, which doesn't bother me, but it's just so weird. And then the doe foot bothers me too, because it's so little that I feel like I gotta dip in mad times. But the finish of it is just so beautiful. My under eyes look healthy. They look young. They look alive, and they look lifelike because of this finish. Like, so that illuminatingness to it really does like wake up your under eyes, and they don't look like old or dry or anything like that. And I think this is perfection. Definitely one that's really good for aged skin, because I mean, the Sephora collection, I obviously wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that much. But I feel like the Sephora collection is a little bit heavier, so depending on your under eyes, it may be too much under the eyes, whereas the Too Faced one I know is just so lightweight and so beautiful that even like aged skin, people with lots of under eye wrinkles, like they'll like this one a lot because it is so like hydrating, you know? So, whew, I should have brought some water. I didn't bring any water down here. I'm trying to decide what order I want to go in. I guess let's just go in with, I don't have that many products. Oh, I forgot setting powder. So, well, okay. So we'll just stay on the Sephora collection real quick. It's the Micro Smooth Powder. You guys know how much people love this for a very good reason. It is so smoothing. It looks so pretty on the face. It's so fine, though, that it honestly doesn't get any heavy. Like, I probably could build this up so much, and it's not super, super heavy. I do think, like, depending on the foundation, it'll be too much. Like, so if I pair it with, like, the Revolution, I wouldn't do that. I would probably pair it with, like, the Sephora collection one, which I really like, even the Kosas one, something a little bit more hydrating for my dry skin, just because it is a setting powder. So now it's not like illuminizing or this like my Jacqueline, it's not really like that. This one is a little bit more setting, so it's really nice when I have my glowy products underneath, but when I have my more like soft matte and those kind of products on, I probably wouldn't wear this. It'll be a little too much. Just wanted to give you that heads up. All right, and then next we have, this is the Revolution, Makeup Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer. I really like this bronzer. The way I found that I like it the most is underneath foundation. So I found that like the Kosas one is super, super light on me. So, well, not super, but it's like a shade or two too light on me. So I like this underneath it because it kind of adds like this natural bronze. So obviously, if I do it on top, it'll look I could get it to look natural, but I feel like with this formula, it's a little, I think it might be just my shade. I noticed that so many people love this, but they're the shade light. I have the shade medium, and I don't love the tone on it on its own, but I feel like underneath it, obviously the tone kind of settles itself out and it ends up just looking like, you know, tan skin. And so I feel like I like it best like that. So if you're someone who I feel like is struggling with this bronzer a little bit, I feel like it's a little bit too creamy, too pigmented, in my humble opinion. I have so many other ones that are just so easy that I feel like this one is just a little bit more difficult, but so many people like it, so it might just be the shade again. But if you're someone who's having trouble using yours like I was, under foundation, it is so good. That's my favorite way to use it. This is probably the only way I'll use the rest of this. I will never use it up, but I mean I could, but underneath foundation is the way to use this one if you're someone who's struggling a little bit. All right, next let's go in with some, we can do some blush. We have the High School Musical blushes. I have a few other ones, like the Pat McGrath one is really good, Patrick Ta, really good. Those are two newer ones, but I feel like they were like, I don't know, I didn't feel like they were that worth mentioning just because they're good and like, you know, you move on with your life. It's not really much to talk about. But I did want to talk about these because, you know, collabs and ColourPop, you never really know. But I think these are stunning. I really wish that, they came out with more blushes. I mean, obviously I don't need any more blushes, but I like that they come out with blushes, you know, every now and then. like powder blushes, I should say, because I don't like their cream blushes. But these are stunning. This is the shade Playoffs, which is definitely for my more tan skin kind of gals. It's a little bit deeper. This is a nice, beautiful color for fall. And then this one, I feel like it was the perfect like between summer and fall kind of collection, because I feel like you have your like summer and then you have your fall, you know? And then the other third one was just dumb. But this one is the shade Freaky Genius Girl, which is like that classic pink that everyone's been loving right now. So I feel like, you know, if you want to pick up these two, you cannot go wrong. The formula is superb, and the colors are beautiful. So if you're someone who's looking, like, I 10 out of 10 would recommend. I think that, did the High School Musical collection? I think the Harry Potter collection, but these are really good. So if you're placing a ColourPop order, I am going to be doing the ColourPop subscription. I ordered my ColourPop mystery bundle, so I will be unboxing that. Maybe I'll just do Ipsy and ColourPop together. We'll see. But anyway, I ordered that, so we'll see what products I get in there. But their powder blushes are really good. And then next we have their Super Shock highlighters. Now, I don't mind their Super Shock bronzers, and I love their Super Shock bronzers and blushes. The Super Shock highlighters, to me, are just very weird because you don't know how to use them, but then I figured out how to use them. So this is the Super Shock highlighter in the shade Dolby. You guys know I've been using this in literally every single tutorial because I just love it so much. All you have to do is use your finger. Should I do it? I just love to just like lightly put it in, put my finger, swirl my finger around, and just tap it on, you know, the high points of the face. I think it's the best way to use it. The Super Shock highlighters, the Super Shock in this tin, and then in the round tin as well. I feel like the finger is just the best. I feel like it's easier to do the kind of finger thing in this one because the circular one is a little bit smaller. I know, it's just really being nitpicky, but anyway, if I was gonna get a Super Shock highlighter, I would get it in this form, in this compact, because I really like this compact. I just don't know how long it'll last because it's not airtight. But you can see there is some wear and tear in there because I love this highlighter and I've been wearing it nonstop. It's just like perfection. You can see straight on, there's nothing, it doesn't look like there's no streak or anything like that, and then to the side it is just beautiful. I think if you're my skin tone, I feel like a bunch of skin tones could get used to this, but I feel like if you're my skin tone, just pick up this one, because the other two shades I haven't even touched since I got them, which it's fine to me because I loved Harry Potter that much. I was like, I'm just gonna buy the whole collection no matter what, like even though I wasn't gonna use it. But that being said, I feel like if you're someone who's really not a Harry Potter fan, or, you know, you kind of are, but you're kind of just like, I just want a few things, I would get the Dobby highlighter, and if you're my skin tone, because these two are just, like, way too light. And they're basically, they both end up looking the same shade, which is so bizarre to me. But they're so just light skin, you know? So I feel like even paler people, like, these are white. They're not even, like, light, they're just like literally white. So I don't know, I mean, I guess it's like for Halloween. I don't really know, someone will get use out of them somewhere, but I just wanted to mention that I don't think you should get the other two. I feel like just get the Dobby one if you're someone who just wants, you know, you're like, I just want like something, but you want to be able to use it and you're my skin tone, I would get Dobby. Although Hedwig and Buckbeak are so freaking cute. Like, I love this packaging. Whoever like thinks that the Harry Potter packaging is not cute, they're just being haters for real, and I'm not even like gassing it, because that artwork is stunning. Like, tell me if you could do that. Like, if you can do this, and then maybe you'll have room to say it's bad, although it's not bad, but if you could do it, at least you have like something to compare it to, but I don't, so I will not. Next, let's just go in. This is the Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. I really like this. I wish it was a dupe for my Huda Beauty Glow Cocoa, because I've been on a roll. Like, I've been finding dupes like out of nowhere, and I'm just like, okay, that's a dupe for my favorite product. This one is not, but it is super hydrating. So this is, again, is nice with the combination of my soft matte kind of products. Even my natural finishes, these are really nice. This is a really nice product as well, because it is really hydrating, and it just melts all your powders into your face, and it just melts everything together, and you look easy breezy beautiful cover girl. Easy breezy beautiful Pixi. So it's really nice. It's $15, which, like, for me, Pixi's they're just overpriced, and I have not found, I mean, their eyeliner is really good. I've only tried a couple products, but their eyeliner is really good, and this is really good, and then I think that's all I tried. But like, looking at it, like walking by it, nothing should be like $20-$30 for Pixi. I'm like, nothing looks of like that value, you know? So I don't know, but it's good if you are in need of a new one. I'm trying not to be here all day, but like, it's a little hard. All right, let's go with eyeshadow palettes quick. I have a few ones that I just am going to glaze over. The Hard Candy Purr. I've talked about this quite a bit. It is so nice, especially if you're more of a cool tone kind of gal. I feel like this is very smoky, very like, what is the word? I guess grungy kind of, but it's more, I don't know if I would say grungy, but it is so gorgeous. I think that if you're someone who looks cooler tones, or you want something just kind of fun and fresh and unique, but a little like more neutral, if you will, like something that's not color, I would go with this. This is so much fun. The formula is superb. The shimmer is stunning. Like I probably could solely live off this shimmer for the rest of my life. And the mattes are easy, blendable, they're smooth, they're creamy. This is so nice and very inexpensive. I believe you can get Hard Candy at Walmart. And then we have the NYX Ultimate Queen Edit palette. Like I said 100 times, I love this palette. I've talked about it a million one times. I do, if it was an all matte palette, I probably would love it way more, but it's okay. I like to just take this shade and then set my lid, crease, like kind of crease outer corner and then outer corner. Like you have the perfect combination of perfect combination in here. And then if you want to spice it up, you can use these two. The shimmer is nice. It's a little, I think it was like a little green. What color did it turn? I don't know, it just was like not, to me it's not my favorite like kind of color in, like I would rather something a little bit more neutral, but you know, it's fine. And then this shimmer I just don't use, so although it's only $7 for those 4 shades, it's just so worth it. So I love that palette. I 10 out of 10 recommend. And then there are the bigger ones, which I know Allie Glines just did a tutorial with it, and she just loves the Ultimate Queen, the bigger one, not the huge, I don't know if there's a huge one, but just the other bigger one, the other square one, not the massive one. English is hard. Anyway, next is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Strawberry Fields palette. I just don't like this palette, and honestly, Jaclyn Cosmetics has some banger products, like for real. Like sometimes I use the products and I'm like, okay, this has to be like my favorite brand, you know, or up there at least. And then there's some products I'm just like, why did you release this? Her foundation, her concealer for 2, and then this palette 3rd. I just feel like first of all, I just feel like it's the wrong time for it. I guess you can use these like kind of fall, you can use makeup whenever, but I feel like the brightness, the strawberries was giving either like spring or summer. It's not really giving fall in my humble opinion. And I know like obviously she released it before fall, but it was like right at the end of summer. So it's kind of like, it's going to go in people's collections. They're going to use it a few times and then they're going to put it away. And it's like so annoying because you spend money on it and you want to use it. And I know, again, like it's personal preference, you know, obviously you don't have to buy it, but I feel like it's just annoying because you want to buy her products when she comes out with her first like real eyeshadow palette. She came out with the other one, but it was really like a collab. Like I feel like that one didn't count. But like her first real eyeshadow palette she comes out with, of course people are going to want to buy it. They're going to want to try it. They want to see the formula. I just feel like even watching YouTubers who I've watched over and over and over again, who I know have tried this, have never talked about it again once they reviewed it. And it's like, it's just the nature of the palette. It's not practical for everyday use. The formula is fine. To me, it just honestly feels like her Morphe and Jaclyn palettes. Like, it's nothing superb or extraordinary. Like this, and I hate this red shade. And so it's just like, I don't know. To me, it's just nothing extraordinary, and like I would not repurchase it if I had a do-over. Now, for someone who knows you're going to use this, like if you don't have a lot of palettes, you know you're going to use this color scheme quite a bit, then go for it. If you're someone who's looking for reds, this is not red. This is all 90% pinks. We got pinks. This is like purpley pink, but these are like the pinks. This one's purple. This is like a deeper purple, like plums. This is red. This one is a little bit more orange. These are more orangey, warm tone. And then this one's cool toned. This one's white. And then this is a shimmer. You know, this is like a classic shimmer. So, champagne kind of shimmer. Shades all look the same. And so, I have so many new eyeshadow palettes. It's really hard to like... it's really hard to just justify and say this is good. Like, yes, get it. Like, no, there are plenty, like, even these two, I would get these over this. I would recommend these over this one. So I don't think it's really that good. And next, another palette I just don't really love either. This is the ColourPop East High palette. I've only used it the one time, but that to me spoke volume to whether I liked it or not, because I just haven't reached for it. I reached for this next palette. I'll show you guys. Oh, every time I do my makeup, I want to wear this next palette, and it's not like, and this one, it just always gets booted. It's just not a good palette, and I just think it's fun, it's unique, it's fresh, you know, obviously, it's, supposed to be like High School Musical, you know, the color and that kind of stuff, which is fine, and I don't mind that much, but like, talking practicality, like if you're someone who doesn't like High School Musical and you're looking at this palette, like it's just not a cohesive palette. You can't use any of these colors together, really. Like you can dip in for like maybe 1 or 2 shades to use together, but really that's it, because even like the browns, like I would never wear this brown with like this blue, like it's just like, it's confusing. And then all of these matte shades, I noticed pull super, super peachy. So I'm like, you're giving me peaches with blues and green, like it's just a lot. And I feel like they could have done a little bit better with this palette, especially because, I'll just show you, the Harry Potter palette is just so exceptional that this one could have just been so much better. And I feel like it's annoying because I want to keep it and hold on to it because of the aesthetic, but it's like something I know I just won't use. So I will play around with it a little bit more. I feel like maybe I can get something fun out of it. But I just feel like if you're someone who, you know, likes High School Musical, get the blushes, get oh, I forgot the freaking tints. It's okay. Those are good, but nothing worth mentioning, I feel like. But like, get something else. Get the lip tints, get the blushes, get, what else was in that collection? Oh, the liners. I forgot about those too. It's okay. The cream gel liners from ColourPop are really good. Get the eyeliners for freaking, you know, get the blushes and the eyeliners. I would recommend over this palette. You know, I feel like this is just not worth it. It's not worth it because it's going to sit in your collection. I mean, it's really pretty, and like if I was setting it up, it would be so cute, and I probably will, like, when I eventually get my own studio, but like, it's just not practical. These were 2 flops for me. Alright, and then like I've been talking about this entire time, the ColourPop Back to Hogwarts palette. I don't care what anyone has to say. It's just, to me, it's like, you can hate on something, you can not like something, and that's completely fine. You don't even have to have an opinion. You don't even need to know why. You can just not like something. But to me, it's when you're dragging, to me what's annoying is when you're dragging stuff through the dirt, like through the mud, dragging through the mud, like that, is that the saying? You're hating on it and you're just like, it's ugly, it's stupid, it's blah, 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 the artwork's terrible. Like when you're saying all these things and it's just a blatant lie. You're just being a hater, because this is literal perfection. This is so stunning. It's not even funny. Every detail about this palette is perfection. Oh my gosh. Ooh, even the kitten. I don't even know that kitten's name because it's that minor of a thing, and he's on the cover. You know, it has a Hogwarts book. It has Golden Snitch. It has Hogwarts man. Like, it has it all, and it's just like literally down to the little details. It's perfection. And then you open up this freaking gorgeous palette. First of all, this is art. It's artwork. So I need everyone to stop being a hater. Not everyone, but you know what I'm saying. I need, like, people to know that. And then take a look at this palette. I'll give you 1 minute to think of one good reason why this palette is bad. There's nothing even bad to say. It has your transition shades, it has warm tones, it has cool tones, it has neutrals, it has your deeper shades for deeper skin tones, it has rich ones, blacks, greens, reds, browns. You have it literally all. So this is the best kind of collab palette, because you have what makes obviously the collab. So obviously it has the Harry Potter-ness to it. It has Slytherin, it has Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. It has all those sections. So Hufflepuff, like it's like a mixture, like Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. So you have all the things that make up this Harry Potter, basically, and then it's still practical. You can use these every single day. I will dip into this every day for fall, probably, and I have been since I got it. I just haven't this past few weeks, because I haven't been using that much makeup in the specific videos, but like, honestly, when I first got it, I used it all the time. And this is the shimmers, the mattes are blendable, the shimmers are beautiful. They have some fun shimmers. I don't know what I would ever do with this. I'm scared to touch it because it's literally like a glitter, but that could be something fun to do for like a Halloween look. Yeah, she's literally like a chunky glitter. Woo! That was the only shade I probably won't do anything with. But the rest of these shimmers are beautiful. You have a super shock shadow. Like, you have so much in this palette. You have some fun, delicious greens. You have so much in this palette that, like, truthfully, if you're not using it, you're missing out. And honestly, enough said. That's on you. Like, I would say, I would return, if I could if I could have gotten this sooner, I would return both of these products, you know? Because this is just honestly 10 out of 10 perfection. Oh, I put it upside down. But like even down to the sleeve, like that it comes in, I can't even like, first of all, I can't even like justify throwing that out because it is just so gorgeous. And like all the way down to the fact that it fits perfectly in here is just gorgeous. It is beautiful. It's stunning. And again, I said what I said. Haters gonna hate. And that's on you. Okay, next real quick, we have a mascara. So I just have been obsessed with the Tower 28 mascara, the Make Waves mascara. I feel like I've told you guys this, but it is so stunning. It makes your eyelashes look so long, but a little bit thicker, a little bit curled. Like it just has everything, and I think it's perfection. I think the length is really what does it for me, but it is so beautiful, and you cannot go wrong. It's not waterproof. I just tried another mascara, and it was freaking waterproof, and I was sitting in the shower like, because it would not come off. And then next real quick, this is the Lights Lacquer Das Expensive. It's the jelly bombs. These are so good, and I hope Kathleen Lights Please comes out with more makeup because this is so good. It is so pretty. It's right here. It's really like a clear gloss with like shimmers in it, but they're not chunky. They're just reflective. They're beautiful, and it's really, you can't go wrong. I think this is like $17, which is like, it's a clear gloss. It's a clear gloss, but in its defense, it is called Das Expensive, so she couldn't have exactly made it cheap. So, it's like, honestly, if you're really just wanting to support Kathleen, like, I was unable, I did not buy her freaking $80 Il Maquillage collab because that's absolutely obscene, like, really overpriced. And so I was like really annoyed by that. So when she released these, I was kind of just like, yes, like I get an opportunity to almost like support her in, she doesn't need anything from me, but I get to support her like in my own way, if you will. And so I needed to try it. And so if you're someone who's like that, it is really good. It's worth the buy. Alright, I'm just making sure all my stuff is put together. Okay, the last few things are, of course, the Harry Potter balms. I just am obsessed. I love them. I wear them every day. I just switched them out. Right now, the Gryffindor one is in my bag, and I just am obsessed. My two favorites are Gryffindor and Slytherin, the scents. My friend says it smells like hemp, but I guess it could. I don't know. This yellow one smells so weird. I don't know what it freaking is. And then the blue one, it's not it smells like blueberries. Like blueberry candy a little bit, but like an off version of that. So it's not my favorite. These are not my favorite, but I like the other two a lot. If you're going based on scent, if you're going based on house, again, you can't go wrong. But I love the balms because they're just so nice, so easy. They don't come off with color, so you're not going to be wearing a blue lip balm. The blue I have on, I'll show you guys in a second, but it's not a lip balm. Oh no, I think my sister's home. Really quick, the Harry Potter liquid lipsticks are so good. I haven't used them too much because obviously they're really bold colors. I say skip Ron just because he's really orange, unless you're like, you just want to be the collector. But the shade Harry Potter, H Potter, is the best. It is a perfect red for this time of year. It's perfection. And then the Hermione one is nice too. It's a nice, more neutral one, if you're just looking. This is actually what I'm wearing today. This is the Luna Lovegood Gloss. This is stunning. It's what I'm wearing today. It is a little bit more blue, you can see. It has a little bit of a tint to it, but the shimmers, you cannot see the shimmers. You cannot feel the shimmers in it, but you can see it just gives that beautiful, like, iridescent kind of vibe. Very Luna Lovegood-esque, and I think it is perfection. I honestly think, like, if you're gonna get, okay, I would get the eyeshadow palette, I'd get the Dobby highlighter, I'd pick up the Slytherin and the Gryffindor lip balms. I'd get the Harry Potter liquid lipstick and the Luna Lovegood gloss. Like, those would be my recommendations. It's a lot, but it's not the whole collection. So that's what I'd recommend. I think that's everything, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like speed reviews? How often should I do them? Yes, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.